Hey! So today we're doing another unconventional review, a review or just a, my thoughts on kind of video. So if y'all don't know, and you probably don't know because I don't talk about it a whole lot, I have for the past 5+ years, less than 6 years, but definitely more than 5 years, been learning Spanish on the website Duolingo. I chose Duolingo because it is free. The lessons are pretty quick. They're pretty simple. You can learn it well enough that I can understand Spanish a little bit. I understand it better than I speak it. Okay. It's not the same as I think taking like a Spanish course like in college and you're talking to other students in Spanish, or, I think the best way to learn Spanish is almost complete immersion in it. And you're forced to kind of figure out what people are saying. But for the past 5 years, I've been I alternate between Spanish and I've learned French, and I think I did Latin a little bit, and I think I started, when Russia invaded Ukraine, I started taking Russian lessons, and, I think French actually started because that Joey wanted to do it, so I let him use my account to learn French, and that lasted like a whole couple of weeks, but, and then I picked it up because I got into hockey, and a lot of hockey players, if you don't know this, a lot of hockey players speak French on some level. So I was like, heck yes. I don't think it's a bad website. I do think the changes over the years, especially within the last week, 2 weeks, I have begun to get really fed up with Duolingo. They made changes a couple years ago to where if you do the lessons on your mobile device, you have a certain number of hearts, right? You have 5 hearts. So each heart is a mistake. So every time you make a mistake, you lose a heart, okay? Once the hearts are gone, if you have the gems, you can refill your hearts, okay? Which for a ridiculous amount of gems. So I always chose to do my lessons on a computer because the computer didn't have that. Well, about a week or two ago, they changed that. So now the computer has, the hearts. I have spent 5+ years on this website, loyal to this website, despite repeated advertisements for Babbel, despite hearing people say that Duolingo is crap and other websites are better, other sources are better. I've stuck with Duolingo and I've been very, very loyal, and it's been a very valuable resource for me. And now it seems like you have to pay to play. They want you to subscribe to Super Duolingo, which is like $7 a month. And the problem with Duolingo is that you can only get so fluent in your language, okay? It's not as good as Babbel. It's not as good as Rosetta Stone. I think that's what it is. Both of those will get you fluent enough that you can travel to the country and you can actually communicate effectively. Duolingo, it maybe it could do that, but I think because I know a lot of college professors could use that, or high school teachers could use Duolingo, like you're taking a Spanish class, so like you're learning it in class, and you also do Duolingo, lessons, right? But I think it's the combined learning is what teaches you and gets you fluent and gets your ability to communicate higher, okay? Duolingo needs to go back to the format that they had before and remove the whole hearts and remove the whole, you need to subscribe to Super Duolingo to do everything, because let me tell you something. I have been on Super Duolingo for 5+ years, and after losing my position in the Diamond League on Sunday, which I'm so sad about, which is my own fault, I'm not blaming them for that, but my frustration has been growing with them, and then that happening, when they're wanting you to pay to play, and I'm like, I know there's better programs, I may just leave Duolingo. And, that's something that I have died on that hill for 5+ years, and I loved Duolingo, and now I'm kind of like, you kind of suck quite a bit. I go crazy if I don't do my Duolingo, and I just mean like I'm neurotic about it, like I have to do this, I have to do my language every day, so it's very frustrating, and I highly doubt anybody from Duolingo will ever watch this, but you really gotta, you're gonna have to improve it, because trying to get people to do a free trial and then trying to charge them, if I'm gonna pay for a service, it's gonna be for a service that's actually going to be a good service. like Babbel. Babbel is incredible. I've heard that from many, many people. And you can actually get a lifetime subscription to Babbel, which is, I think that's absolutely brilliant and amazing. It is kind of expensive. It's like $600, but they had it recently on sale for like $3.99 or something like that, which is a good deal, right? For somebody like me who I want to get online every day and I'll do it, it's worth it, and it reduces the price per month, and then of course you pay it once and you don't have to pay it again. So I just feel like this needed to be talked about. I need to talk about this. I need to kind of vent a little bit because I've always liked Duolingo and they've always been a pretty good source of learning, and I am, once I get to the point where I can't afford to refill my hearts, I'm probably going to be done, and I'm probably going to be done way before then. Because honestly, like I've been learning Spanish for 5+ years. I still can't really speak it that well. And I think that doesn't really say very much for Duolingo. I mean, if I had been taking college classes for 5 years in Spanish and I still can't speak Spanish in a way that's fluent enough that I could go to the country and communicate effectively, I feel like that says something, right? And I do lessons every day. I do like 50+ XP every single day, except one day a week. And I'm not going to say which day it is, but I take one day a week off. Okay? Because that's just is what works for me. But I'm really getting tired of the pay to play thing. And with the whole Microsoft Clipchamp thing changing and then Duolingo changing, it's too much. Okay? I'm not going to pay for all of these services. I'm not. If I'm going to have to pay for it regardless, then I'm going to find a better service and I'm going to give my business to somebody else. That's just the way it is. And I'm actually not having too many problems with Clipchamp now. I'm actually starting to figure it out. But I still wouldn't pay for it. Still not going to pay for it. So, yeah. So if you use Duolingo, please let me know your thoughts down below. If you study a language, if you use any other language sources, like resources, like websites or apps or programs, let me know what has worked for you. I'm heavy on the Spanish because I feel like in today's world, especially in the United States, almost everything is printed in English and Spanish, right? We have so many Spanish-speaking people. The other problem I have is that it's not Mexican Spanish, it's Spain Spanish. It's Spain Spanish, right? So it's like a more proper version, I guess. So it's kind of like, the people from Mexico speak a different dialect of Spanish than people from Spain. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that I'm getting very frustrated with Duolingo for making these changes and making it more difficult for me to learn a language, and you're making it hard for me to want to stay on your website and stay loyal to you. And so yeah, just let me know if you use Duolingo, if you use Babbel, if you use Rosetta Stone. If you use any other resources, please put them in the comments below because I really like to hear them, and I'm sure other people would like to know where they can go to learn a language, whether it's free or whether it's not free. If you can include a price, that would be great. But, if you found something you're like, this was really easy for me, or this has really worked, not necessarily was easy maybe, but this, I really got fluent with this, I can speak really well, or it taught somebody from this country how to speak English, and they communicate very well, whatever it is. That would be very, very valuable in the comments below. I'm so frustrated, you guys. I'm really frustrated about this. I'm really hated. But like this video if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring that bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video, because you never know what kind of content's going to pop up over here on this channel. I thank you all so much for watching. I love y'all very, very much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!